Just noticed we've been faking people out for a while. Hey, we're live. We're live and we're in 2 different places, but we're
Oh my
live.
God. Whoa.
This is real. This is like August 21st, and we are really live. I'm Lynn Serrano.
And I'm Brian.
And we'll be right back wherever you are. Welcome back. Welcome back for reals, like in real time. Brian, I missed you, and I'm so glad, even if it was only for a short couple hours, it was so nice to see you in real time.
Likewise.
Oh, to just hug you and just to see you.
Likewise. Yeah, it was really cool.
And you know, wasn't it like we've been hanging out forever though, seriously?
Oh yeah.
It was just super, and really he has no red hair.
No.
Like
no.
he does not. I
No.
don't care. The cameras lie. Cameras do lie.
I might not know how to do lighting very well, but no, there is no red hair.
Right, no red hair. That myth has been busted, and I can verify that.
Yeah, and she had the sunlight to prove that there's no red in here.
Yeah, we were out in the sun.
And then she surprised me with one of our mentors, Rex.
Rex,
So
and I was going to upload
really
some pictures, and I didn't get a chance to, but I think we were talking about picking up where we left off, and
yeah.
I want to take a minute though and thank our audience for the fact that we were playing on them because I didn't get to put that it was pre-recorded, and they were like chiming in, and we weren't here like in the comments, and I noticed that people love to see their names on there when we're live.
Right.
And, you know, so for those that have been there and we weren't there, we love you and appreciate you and acknowledge you.
I need to give a shout out to Michelle because she messaged me.
She messaged me too.
She's like, "Hey, I'm here.
Where the heck are you guys?"
And then at the end of the message, she's like, "You're not responding. Maybe this isn't a live show."
I know, I felt bad too. So, but we appreciate you for that. We appreciate you for that. So we are back, and we were going to pick up on the words to remove from your vocabulary, and I did find some things just really quick before we got here on the internet, and I don't know if you want to start with those or.
Sure. Well, I got my own.
Okay. Well,
I'm just thankful that this Post-it note I'm looking at right now, like weathered, laundry and moving around to different T-shirts and stuff like that.
Let me see it. Let me see it.
Right here.
See, look at him. Okay, so let's go with your list first. So because it never fails, right? If you don't use it now, then something will happen.
Oh, good. I would have been upset, man, because I had it last night in my pocket because I transferred it from my desk to my pocket, and I'm like ready to do laundry, and I'm like, oh, I can't lose it now. It's the day of the show.
So let's start with your shit.
Yeah, so just to kind of go back a little bit, catch everybody up, since it's been a couple weeks. The last time we talked, and that was prior to Rex being with us live, when Lynn made a trip to the cheese state of Wisconsin, and at Starbucks, and we actually talked about words to make a part of your vocabulary, right? Words to lean in on, words to embody. So this time around, to complete the series, if you will, or to complete the discussion, is words to remove from your vocabulary forever. And so I just thought to myself, words that I've used, we are our own worst enemy, and I still grapple with it every day. My self-talk, my self-belief wavers, but I also know that it's heavily based on the amount of sleep, diet, and exercise I get. So we're all very much alike as people. There's very little of us that's different, right? Within our DNA. And this is always going to be a work in progress, right? Because we're competing with this 3 pounds of mass up here. Okay. So the first one for me is someday. Someday I will do this. Someday I will do that. It's like, well, we only got 7 days in a week. And last time I checked, someday with that name doesn't exist.
Right.
Okay. Next one is maybe. And I like a classic example of like somebody that can't commit, where it's like, maybe I'll do that. Or if you're planning a gathering and, you're trying to get a tally for food or whatever, and somebody says, maybe. But when you hear, well, when somebody shows up with a tendency where the ultimate worst, in my opinion, is somebody that says maybe, where they're looking to find something better. You know what I mean? Like whatever it is that they're looking for something better. You know what I mean? So that's why they don't decide.
Yeah, or they're not interested at all,
Right. And
you
it's just
know?
like, just be straight about it. Like
Yeah,
if you're not going to come, don't come.
right,
But don't, but then also though, like if they were to plan a party, they'd want everybody to do what you're asking them to do. So it just, there's not it's not a reciprocity thing, you know,
right.
in order for it to be in order for it to be complete, it's got to be reciprocal, like a boomerang, So Emmy's here
Hi, Emmy.
and we'll see. That's another good one to remove from your
Yeah,
we'll see. Now I know it's two words, but still, like, what are you seeing?
right,
What's going to pop out and just going to give you that clue in the universe that you should do this or you shouldn't do this, right? A lot of these I think would be married to uncertainty.
right.
And we all know that it's like, yeah, life is uncertain. But are you going to sit there and live life uncertain, and at the
In
mercy
theater, what are you
of
gonna
the
do?
elements
Just
of life?
say, "Read these lines, but we'll see how you do it in the play." Just not
Yeah.
gonna cut it.
It's like, okay, you
Maybe
want
I'll say those lines and maybe we'll have a show that works
yeah,
out right.
you want to be average? Just limit yourself and live life uncertain. That's
Yeah.
how average life. And if that's okay with you, God bless you. But that's
Can
not what this show is
can
about.
you imagine how life would be if everybody were on that level?
No,
It
I
would
can't
be,
conceive that.
and I don't want to, but I'm
No.
just saying that's one way, to level up is to remove those things out.
Yeah. The next one is yeah. Like, yeah. Yeah, to what? It's a term of acknowledgement this day and age. Like I got the message or a thumbs up, but I don't read anything into it. We're not moving the conversation forward. It just stalls right there, kind of like an improv where when you say a but,
Mhm.
whether you're doing short form or long form improv, when you say anything other than yes and, right, and moves it along, but stalls it and it negates everything that happened before that word and after, right? Yeah, it's kind of the same thing. Like, yeah, what? Like it's neutral. It's like the maybe, right? It's kind of like in business. Well, we might do business with you. What's that mean? What's going to scurry you off of the 50-yard line, so to speak, right? Because either we're going to start working together and creating what it is that you want to do, or I'm going to file this paperwork and archive it. It's good either way, but where are we standing? You know what I mean? Where am I going
Right,
to put my zone of genius in?
right.
Where am I going to put my efforts in?
No
You know?
business is gonna flourish if everybody came in and said, "Yeah, okay." If everybody window shopping,
Right.
you know,
Yeah.
to the maybe someday. That's why some businesses go out of business.
Right. Next one is average. Anybody that uses any words of average, mediocrity, status quo, those are words to get rid of. Now, if you're committed to an average life, that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that.
Right,
But most people that watch the show are not. They want to
right,
disrupt the world. They want to make a difference. And they also want to see what they can do for the world, right? They waste time. They're working their butt off every day, right? And we're just keeping it real and raw, as the title says to our show. They wait. Like anybody that says, I'm waiting. What are you waiting for? Now obviously there's a tendency for people that are high achievers to be impatient. I get it. But what are you waiting for? You waiting for a sign? What are you fearful of? A risk? What is it that you're waiting for? That you have to be patient for, you know? Hey, there he is.
Rex.
Thanks for being with us a couple weeks ago. And you sneaky devil, you surprised me. So
Yeah, he's awesome like that. Love you,
uh,
Rex.
I'll think about it. That's another one. I know one word, but I'll think about it. What do you need to think about? This is not like 20 or 30 years ago where it's like, okay, people had to ponder. Money might have been tight. I know that we're going through what we are in the economy and all this. But at the same time, it's like, life moves so much faster than it did before. But also, though, if you're going to invest your time, like if it's a business situation, more likely you're not going to agree to a first meeting or a first interaction unless you've done your homework about this person in the first place. because of everything that's online. I keep dreaming of Chinese food.
I you know, I I had to make he came over to Ricky's house, and I had to make sure that he had I ordered a lot of different food, make sure he had stuff, so
Cool.
now yeah. Anyhow, but yeah, you're I love everything you picked up. Is there still another word you have?
Yeah, there's one. I wish or wish.
Make it happen. There's
Right.
no wish about it.
Wishing's like buying a lottery ticket and think you're going to be an overnight millionaire or billionaire. Like, you know
When
what
the
I mean?
odds
Like, yeah,
those odds are against you.
right.
That's set up that way,
Yeah.
you know? But yeah, I love every one of those that you said that we should get rid of. And which one? Let me see. And then here's some words to eliminate from your vocabulary that are on Google.
Yep.
And it's funny because I do find when people use that first one or that second one in there, honestly,
Yeah.
implies your words were not honest before.
Right. Yeah. I need to say honestly just to make
To tell
everything
you.
else that you just said it doesn't work. Yeah. Yeah. Maybe,
Or
always and never, very
or
and
how do
really, literally,
or how do
actually.
you like when they're saying, if I can be honest, you just negated
Yeah.
everything you've
So what, you've
said.
been lying to me the whole time? Oh, so now I can believe you. Okay, let's
Yeah.
start fresh. Okay.
And then just like act as a filler or weakens your point.
Yeah.
What other one you like there?
Let's see here. Very really,
Oh,
literally.
that literally one, people that always say literally, I'm like, "Oh my goodness."
It's like, okay, so now you're going to show up different just in this moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, literally.
And one thing I did notice, and maybe we'll talk about next week, I didn't realize how many people use the word very
Yeah.
all the time. And
Yep.
that is annoying. The very, very, that was very, 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 very sad, or I was very, 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 very mad.
Right. And I
It was
know that you bring up a good point is because there's words that trend all the time, like crush it and whatever. You know, I mean, I'm sure
Yeah,
that every industry has their verbiage, but it's just ridiculous because
yeah,
you're following a trend. You don't really embody the word. Maybe you try to dress, that would match that, or maybe you're having a midlife crisis,
mhm,
but it's like your verbiage doesn't match who you are. Kind of like when people write,
yeah.
what's written is not necessarily how the person talks,
No, right.
you know?
Well, now they got AI where if you write some stuff, it learns how to write the way you speak.
Right.
And so there's no freaking excuse, people.
No, no. And I just all of these words that we're bringing up are just
Look at here we
they
go.
okay, so we got more. Eliminate these words. I can't. If only. I don't think. Well, what do you do then? You just mindlessly go about life. I understand a lot of the daily living is survival mode, but if I don't think, I don't have the time. Okay,
Yeah.
maybe. Yeah, there we go. I'm afraid or I don't believe. Well, if you don't believe, it's kind of like building a house.
Yeah.
If you don't have concrete in a basement, you're not going to put a top story in a house.
No, and it's not a great foundation either.
No, no. I just, I think by doing this little 2-part series is for us to just be aware, because if
Yeah.
we're not aware, we can't do anything about it.
Yeah. I've been talking to Theodora, and we try to keep each other accountable for positive words and stuff. And I can't really remember what it was yesterday. And she goes, "Oh," and the point was is that when we say different things, and it's like, I'm really careful not to say those different things. Hi,
Yeah,
Sandy.
Sandy's here.
But it really is cool to realize how much during the day we don't listen to what we say,
Right.
and even if you start out with just being mindful of what you say, but what's really cool is if you're not mindful of what you say, start being mindful what others say. And are they speaking more negative or positive? And if I look at more what they say. Like your Rex, what?
What? What?
What? We need to have Rex come and be here with us sometime.
I'm gonna have to
I
meet
just
up with him. I'm gonna have to take him
Yeah.
up for coffee and stuff, and then we'll have to do our show.
Yeah,
You
for
know?
sure. That will be awesome. That will be super awesome. And but it's one of those things where if we realize that the little words tweaking are really holding us back.
Oh yeah.
Um and Rex said absolutely. And with those little words that are holding us back, and just knowing Rex and having him around, I mean, he makes me a better person every day. I just
Yep.
love him so much. And I really think those people take the fact that we can everything's within us, like Rex says all the time, and yet we have the power. But for some reason, we want to get in those old stories and play that old record player and blame everything else but, and what does he say there? Go ahead.
What you say is what you get. If you say what you have, you will have what you say.
Yeah. Well, and if we weren't running out of time, I'd invite him in here. And I know
Uh,
you got to get going, but
yeah,
I may have to see what his schedule looks like for next week
that'd be
and
cool.
see if he can join us, because that would be such a nice thing to do.
Well, and
Um,
you declare it, but there's also yeah. What? We got to do it with like a Southern California, like surfer guy. Like what?
yeah, what? I could hear Rex saying
What?
it too. Done
You
if
never, you
possible.
never, you never
Awesome.
pronounce the T. You know what I mean? What?
Yeah. Okay, next Tuesday or Monday. I don't even know what
Yeah, we're on a
days it is.
Monday.
Monday. We're on Mondays. Yeah, there we go.
I thought
It'll
this
be
morning, I'm like, where am I?
right. Yeah. Brian and I this past summer, we've been in different places and we've tried to make them live. And oh wait, it's next Monday, Labor Day?
Oh,
Is
is
it?
it?
Oh, I guess we're no, it can't be.
It's
Isn't
2 weeks,
Labor Day
isn't it?
always the first Monday and maybe not? No, it's always the first Monday in September, Labor Day. So
I think it's two
not
weeks.
yeah, 2 weeks yet.
Because
So
I got a birthday coming up, and
yeah,
I'm gonna go
two
cry in a
weeks. Yeah.
corner. So,
Oh yeah, your birthday is is it the 4th this year? Oh, it's a Labor Day. Are
and
we
I'm gonna
gonna
go
have
cry in a corner.
oh,
You know.
is it the big? No, you're already 40, right?
Hey, don't remind me. Thank you.
Hey, don't remind me. I'll be 58 this year.
I'm not
Okay.
reminding you of anything. I'm not saying it. That's why.
Are we have so let's ask the question. Are we having a show on your birthday, or we're gonna be a recording?
I'll go to the dollar store and get some kind of hat. I'm down.
Okay. So we are having a birthday, or
Sure.
I won't say a birthday party, but we're having a thing
Birthday
on your birthday,
roast
right?
party.
TV. Okay. Well, you know me. You never know what can happen if we're having a show on your birthday. It
uh,
just makes me happy to know we're having a show on your
I'll
birthday.
get all my crying out so it doesn't get worse after the show.
Ah, so you must be. No, let me see. Oh, this must be 45.
44.
40. I knew I'd get it out of him. So you're still young. You're a baby. You're a baby. Look at that. Look
Thanks,
at
Rex. I
that.
appreciate it.
Yeah. So
I'll
it's
shed one last tear in a corner. Just kidding. Just kidding. No, of
okay.
course we're gonna do a show. We gotta help people.
Yeah, that's right. So we're gonna help people wish you a happy birthday. How about
Yeah.
that?
Yeah.
Well,
Knowing
that's
Lynn, there's
cool.
gonna be some dirt and probably finding some photos of when I did dumb stuff back in college days.
I don't know. You never know. But
The type of software she has. Good Lord.
I love surprises. I don't know. I don't know what's gonna happen. You never know.
Correct.
But I always do it at the last minute, so I
Oh
don't
yeah.
even know what I'm
Oh, yeah.
gonna do.
Hey, can you
So
give me that thing in like 20 minutes?
yep. And you know what I'm blessed is? Everybody complies. Everybody just
Right.
helps out. And
Yeah.
I'm only as good as people help me. So I'm
Right.
blessed. That's all I could say.
You're like the
Well,
total package.
oh, well,
You get the
everybody's
video
awesome.
clips, you kind of put it all together, and then
Yep.
boom, surprise the heck out of somebody.
Yeah, and I thought it was funny because Rex wanted to make it he didn't want to hang out with me till you got there, but you were running late. So it was funny is like we were there and then I was like, "There's Brian." And I don't even know if you noticed it was us at first or
No,
not. So it's
no.
like, "Hey!" And you're like, "Hey!" So that was really cute.
Whoa,
But
they're actually live people.
yeah. So hey, it is time for us to leave.
Yeah.
And so again, it was nice to talk about words we should leave out and always look at the bright side of things because Lynn's going to have a podcast that's Lynn's BS.
Oh,
bright
that's
side of
cool.
things.
I love that. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
it's, so it's talking about all these ways of looking at positive things. It's all coming around full circle and I'm loving it. So
That's great.
Brian, as always, I love you very much.
Love you too.
I'm just glad that I was able to give you true hugs in person.
That was cool. That
And
was fun.
yeah, I know it was hard for you to leave
We
too.
could have stayed there until Starbucks shut down at 9 o'clock. We
I
could have
know,
literally stayed there all
but
day.
I know it was super great. It was just, we're going to do that again really soon. So, and Rex, we both love you very much.
Love you
It
too, Rex.
was, it was just like, it really was not awkward. It was just really like, finally we family got together.
All right.
That's really what it was. So awesome.
Well,
All right, you guys, as always, we love being here for you guys. And we'll see you next Monday for real
for real.
lives.
We'll be here next week.
Okay.
See you
See
next week,
ya.
everyone.
Bye.